Hi, my name is Jolene D. Campbell. I'm an author of Asian Myth and Legend. I have several words for my books. You can find more about them in the links in my bio, in my shorts. I moved a lot of my shorts over from TikTok, and they tell a lot about what my work is like, the aesthetics of my books, things like that. I have snippets of some of my audiobooks that are now available, and you're definitely welcome to go check those out. However, I do kind of want to talk more about what I plan on doing with this channel. So like I said, I'm moving some stuff over from my TikTok after it kind of had its weird ban for 12 hours. Not really feeling that comfortable posting there at this moment. I still have my account, but I privatized it and don't know what to do with it as of yet, especially since we only have like a limited extension, and I don't trust it that much anymore. So I'm decided to move over here. It's been something I've been thinking of doing, needing to do, and I just haven't done it. And this is the push that I needed to actually start it. You can find all my other socials in my bio as well. I do have an Instagram account for now. And then I'm also on Blue Sky, and I have two Substacks. One is Jolene D. Campbell, my author name. That is my newsletter and where I share a lot of my work. And then I also have a second one called Feather and Flower Books. That's more my imprint, and I share more author advice. But what I want to do with this channel is really make a place to kind of share in an educational sense. So what I want to do is make a series that is going to be based on reading comprehension and critical thinking, because that is something that, let's face it, our public educational system has failed on. We are very low at that on that compared to other countries in the world. Sorry if the camera starts moving. The dog is sleeping on the stand. So that's her head moving it. So sorry about that. But anyway, so because there seems to be a lack of understanding when it comes to reading, like I hear all the time as an author, because when I do conventions and stuff, I have people that come up to me all the time. It's like, oh, your books look really interesting, but I can never remember what I just read, or I just have a hard time understanding what I'm reading. And as we move forward in this world that we are currently finding ourselves into, understanding the news, online articles, books, whatever the subject matter is going to be important to do for your own awareness. And so I want to tackle these two subjects that really go hand in hand, and showcase a way to hopefully better not only the understanding of what you're reading, but also to think critically about it. And I think this could apply for lots of things, because not only has there's been a shortage in our education system, but to me, this is a life skill that is critical, because if you can read and understand what you're reading, you have the ability to know anything. There is nothing that can stop you into knowing anything on any subject. The world is your oyster kind of idea. So that is what I'm proposing to do on this channel, is to at least have a playlist of reading comprehension lessons geared towards adults. We will start small and work our way up to hopefully be going through a whole book together. Not one of my books, but a different book, talking about how to utilize these tools. And I feel qualified to do this because I was a late reader. I did not start really reading at all. As far as enjoyment of reading until 16. I struggled with reading all throughout my school career, my grade school days. I was definitely that kid that hated being called on to read out loud in class. Was definitely one of those students that like, don't look at me when the teacher was looking for somebody to read. And it wasn't until high school that I started reading, and it was because I had a teacher that gave that freedom to read whatever it is that I wanted. And it blossomed into me becoming a author. So you can obviously grow and develop and bloom in a skill later in life. I'm also a homeschool parent, and my children had rough starts with reading. My eldest, I had to pull out of public school because she had an IEP for reading, and they completely failed her. And I took her from being at a kindergarten level in about first and second grade to being at third grade level by the end of that summer. And now she's a high schooler and she's reading college age material for fun. And then my son has ADHD, and he was not reading for a very long time. I was not concerned because I understood that once we got to a certain age and place that he would just blossom, and he sure enough did. And now I can't keep up with feeding him reading materials. It seems like he is always requesting books, and we just don't get one book. We have to get several because he goes through them so fast. So I'm not a full expert on everything. I can only present maybe a snippet compared to what others are able to do. But this is at least my way, a small contribution that I feel comfortable in going forward and saying, hey, I want to help with this. This is something I can offer. This is something I can productively do with this channel. So I plan on making once a week videos, going over some basic skills and just working way up on comprehension and reading abilities to hopefully give more people, more adults, the ability to feel comfortable in being able to pick up and read, whether it's a newspaper, an article online, maybe even a magazine journal that is important for understanding medical health, to being able to read to your kids, whatever it is, a fantasy book, just whatever, to foster that ability to read, because it is a life skill. It is a important life skill that can be life-saving. So that is something that I feel the need to do. In fact, I saw somebody on Blue Sky talk about it, and I mentioned that I wanted to do this series, and I got a lot of support on it. So again, that kind of just reinforces that there is a need for this. And so that is the plan. So I'll try to post once a week, probably on a Monday, because it just works best with my schedule, and make short videos, so easy to understand, bite size, little lessons for this type of curriculum. So that is my plan. If you have any questions or any more detailed direction that you would like to see when it comes to reading comprehension and critical thinking, where you're struggling at, feel free to put those in the comments. But otherwise, I will see you in the first video of the series if you follow along. And please do.